Hey everybody, Lee from PcjunkieMods here. I'm going to do a little unboxing review. As you can see, I've already unboxed it, but yeah, I didn't see no point in showing you an unboxing, actual pulling it out of the box. But anyways, 750D just came out on Monday. A lot of people that I've been talking to have been looking for this case, waiting for this case, and I just found out actually a couple days ago it was not out yet. So I picked it up for a customer. He's going to have the backside painted. This will be a birthday present for his brother. So anyways, so let's get into the case here. From quick looks of it, it pretty much looks like the 900D, just a little smaller. Now the 900D has another section at the bottom, and I think it's a little longer than this. So let's. It has thumb screws here in the back for the doors, where the 950D actually has a push release lever. So I'm going to go ahead and open her up. Now the price point on this is $159. Right now it's got a $20 rebate, I think is what I saw on Newegg. So as you can see, the inside is pretty spacious. Got plenty of grommets for your wires and stuff like that. 2 hard drive cages down here. From the looks of it, you can take this hard drive and stack it on that hard drive, or vice versa, to fill in this area here on the front. Now there's plenty of room for a power supply. Extended power supplies actually have double grommet there, which is nice. I've never seen that done. Sometimes they'll have big hole cutouts there and stuff, but it's got a 140 millimeter support and 120 support there. As you can see, it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 expansion slots, and then 2 punch outs here in case you were gonna run a radiator out on the outside of your case, I guess. I'm not a big fan of that. I don't really like the looks, but overall, I mean, in the inside looks nice and clean for the price point. It's really nice. Let me get a better look back here now. So now this is creative. So these are SSD mounts, kind of like a SSD, slide in the SSD, plug it in, kind of rack system. They're all plastic, pretty easy. I just slid my, it's got a little lever here in the front. My freaking camera was in the way. A little plastic piece. So when you push that in, as you push it all the way in, it locks behind this lip. But then when you pull that lip down, this pushes it back out. So getting them out is not too terribly hard. So that's a nice feature. I've never seen that. That's a nice way to put in some SSD storage. Basically with that, I mean, you could pretty much totally ditch the whole spin disk. So you got, anyway, so let's move on. So we got USB 3.0. Looks like we got some audio. And we got a USB 2.0 plug here, and then you got your on and off and your reset and your LEDs. Plenty of space here. There's actually so much space here that I would say it's just a little bit over an inch, so that is pretty good. Workable space, because you figure the door is going to be here on this outer edge, so you've got about a full inch there. So that's plenty of room. And as you come up here to the top, you can see how they've stepped the top area down, and there's plenty of cutouts for wire pass-throughs to go up in the 8-pin, or a fan go here. You know, maybe something else needs to go over to your 5 1/4. So that's pretty nice too. Spin around, look at the front here. So like I said, there's USB 3.0s and 2.0s. And then this is actually your power button, and then your LEDs you see on the left and right. You got a reset button, then you got your audios. So that's pretty much the gets to that. Let me go ahead and look behind this fan filter. This is the cover here, just a nice solid piece here. And then you have looks like a quick release. Pulls the filter out. That's easy. Throw that in the dishwasher or whatever and clean it. Looks like it supports 280 in the front, so those are two 140 fans right there, 140 millimeter fans. Even with the little clearance at the bottom, it looks like behind it, it does have some other relocations. So it looks like there's plenty of screw holes. I'm looking in between the fan. You can actually see the number stamped in there, 120 mil. And if you come down to the bottom here, you can see 140 and 120 there. So I'm assuming that the front of this can be reconfigured to many different options, moving the fans up or down and using two 120 fans, maybe even squeezing, I don't know if you're going to squeeze in three, but possibly. I'd have to look into that more. So for the 5 1/4, you got your quick release, easy quick releases for 5 1/4. I mean, overall it's a very clean case. And then up here on the top, you have a 360, so you can put up to 120 mil to 320 millimeter fans for a total of 360 millimeters, or you could even go as far as, it looks like, 3 140 millimeter fans for a total of, what is 140 times 3? 420. So you're talking 420 millimeters of radiator space up there. Hoping that all the screw holes are lined up accordingly. You know, I've had cases that have had 3 fan layout before and they didn't quite line up, but Corsair has been pretty good about that. So every case that I've tried of theirs, is everything's pretty much lined up. So, and then in the back area, it's just got nice mesh for some airflow, the heat exhaust, like I said, your fan and your aisles, and then your power supply down here. So another cool feature is this magnetic top. This is a magnet filter. So kind of like the 900D for the doors at the bottom, they had the magnet mesh covers. This actually has the this is a pretty nice one for the top. That's pretty easy to take on and off. Pretty much the whole case here. Let me pull the accessory box that is open out. So nothing too fancy in the accessory box. You got fan screws, case screws, long fan screws for probably the front, some zip ties, some standoffs, motherboard screws, stuff like that. So I mean, it's your basic accessory pack from Corsair. This does support 6 3.5 inch hard drives. It also supports 3 5 1/4 opticals, or whatever devices you want to put in there, and then 4 2.5s, which would actually mean that 4 2.5s back here, 6 2.5s in the front. So that could be a lot of SSD storage if you have that many SSDs. So that pretty much covers everything. It does look like it supports, let's see, what does it support? ATX, micro ATX. I'm suppose it would support ITX if you were going to put it in here. I'm trying to figure out what these other screw holes are all the way to the right there. There are supports there, but it doesn't say that it supports anything other than ATX and micro ATX. But my guess is that it may support a bigger, longer board that way, but it doesn't go too much further down. I mean, you see the between the standoff and the power supply to cover the 9 slots, you're talking 2.5, 3, about 2.5 inches or so. So I'm looking at this little thing here to this guy up here. It's about 2 inches down. So I mean, you might be able to put like an SRX board in here, being that they have all these spots over here. Not sure. I'd have to do more research into that. But like I was saying earlier, I mean, you can see all these holes here for different fan cutouts. I'm assuming that's what those are for. There's multiples, and they were pre-stamped on the other side. So without pulling the fans off, I'd have to do the research and look into that. But I'm sure I'll be building in this case, and once I once my customer gets all the parts situated for his brother and stuff, then we'll figure it out from there. So that pretty much wraps it up for my kind of quick look at the 750D. For 150 bucks, I would say it's an excellent buy. It does look like it has a lot of capabilities for future upgrades and water cooling and so on and so forth. So I mean, you can't go wrong by spending 150 bucks. You get the Corsair quality that they have always provided with their cases. This one actually offers a little bit the in-between. I mean, they got their $100 cases and less, and then they got their $300 cases, and so you know, this is kind of the in-between, and I think for the price it is a very nice case. So I will give you more feedback down the road when I do something with it. So that's it for now. Thanks for watching my video. Until next time.